Okay, we are doing it big today. Leveling up, getting better daily. Welcome back. Thank you for watching on Twitch and YouTube. We are simulcasting in the Clubhouse, in the Discord, and soon on Instagram Live. This is very fun and exciting. Let me queue up my podcast tool. Then I'll go live on Instagram and we'll be rocking and rolling. Mike, I see your hand. I'm going to bring you up. How are you, Mike? Okay, so this is going to be weird. So I'm on Clubhouse, but my screen is going to be Instagram. We've never done this before, so hopefully it works, and we'll see what happens. Okay. And we're back. My name is Jeremy Hone. If you're, what is the rhythm to this? My name is Jeremy Hone. If you're new, no. Now I'm in my head. My name is Jeremy Hone. If you're new to VeeFriends, then welcome to my show. Sit back and relax, and let's fucking go. With songs and rhymes and info galore, smash the like button, comment, and follow for more. Shout out to WebR1 who wrote that for me. I'm gonna have to work on the rhythms, but I think it's really great. We are live. We are live in Discord, Instagram, Clubhouse, YouTube, Twitch, and if this works, then we'll keep running with it. So I'm gonna break down the weekly news, and I don't see any reason to delay. So let's get into it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Welcome back. My name is Jeremy. This is the Jeremy Knows podcast, and it is time for another weekly VeeCap. My name is Jeremy Hone. If you're new to VeeFriends, then welcome to my show. Sit back and relax, and let's fucking go. With songs and rhymes and info galore, smash the like button, comment, and follow for more. For real, the weekly VeeCap is the weekly show recorded live every week in the Let's VeeFriends Clubhouse, where I piece together the breadcrumbs from Twitter, Instagram, Discord, blockchain, and all the rest to keep you informed as to what's happened and what is going to happen in VeeFriends. So thank you so much for joining me. And without further ado, let's get into the show. And shout out to Ackerman6321. Happy birthday. All right. So what did we have this previous week? Well, we had a Go giveaway on Black Friday, along with the release of the Empathy Elephant Cabernet Sauvignon. That wine is now sold out. I hope that you were able to claim your free wine or otherwise grab some during that promotional period. We had a DNA Discover New Artist for Crypto Goons and a Q&A with Gary V. So looking forward to the week ahead. Book games are a lot of hype. Gary is out to destroy paper hands. There's a lot of fun on Twitter. We have a mystery date to follow. And I've got some alpha for you on the Recur project, as well as 1:37 p.m.'s 25 days of POAP. So if any of that interests you, stick around. And thanks for listening to Jeremy Knows. I'm going to take a breath just very quickly. All right, so before we go any further, it is the beginning of the holiday season. I hope that you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. If you celebrate, I feel obligated as well to acknowledge that I'm recording this from Harlem, New York, which was previously Muncie, I messed it up, Muncie Lenape land. This land was stolen years ago, and so we pay our respects to those ancestors. Happy Hanukkah to everybody who is observing. And otherwise, we look forward to the Christmas season. I think several brands are looking forward to a 25 Days of Christmas Holidays initiative. And one of them to watch out for is 1:37 p.m. You just quickly share this screen with Twitch so they can get the visual benefit. So they just released a a blog post called Introducing the 1:37 p.m.'s 25 Days of POAP. There's a great opportunity for people who are looking for NFTs but don't have a lot of money to spend. Every day, starting today, 1:37 p.m., we'll be doing a bit of a scavenger hunt for secret words that you can use to claim their POAPs. I don't know if there's going to be something special for those who collect all 25, but it's an exciting initiative nonetheless. We're actually coordinating a group effort to find the secret words in the VDAO Discord, so feel free to join there, discord.gg/VEEDAO. If you're not familiar with POAP, POAP is POAP, stands for Proof of Attendance Protocol. They're like ticket stubs or little collectibles that are free to mint and fun to collect. They will kick off the 25 Days of POAP today, December 1st at 3 p.m. on Twitter Spaces. Follow at 1:37 p.m. on Twitter to get the news there. Let's jump into VeeFriends because it is an exciting day. December 1st is officially Gift Goat Day. We are anticipating the release, the airdrop, and the arrival of the first Gift Goat gift. Highly anticipated, delayed a few months, now arriving not just with physical goods, but also a digital airdrop. At the time of this recording in the afternoon, it has yet to drop, so watch out for a lot of people happy and posting on Twitter. Got a shout out during the NFT Basel from Avery Akinine, the president of Vayner NFT. She said the goats are going to love it. So very excited for that. Also, we saw the announcement that the Sorcerer Scholarship, the 5 Sorcerer Scholarship tokens, the Go tokens that Gary is awarding to those who applied, has been decided. They've been awarded. Last I checked about an hour ago, the tokens have not left Gary's wallet, and they have not announced the names of those winners. We do know that our very own Sakari won, so congrats to Sakari, but the other 4 are still a mystery, and they haven't yet to receive the token. But VeeFriends did make a post sharing some artwork that was created by those who submitted and who were inspired by the opportunity. Highly recommend that you go and check that out. We look forward to hearing who those people are any day now. We had a spontaneous Q&A from Gary Vee this week, and some big takeaways to be aware of. Number 1, VCon access will be transferable, and it seems that VeeFriends is working on a marketplace for this. The last that we heard from Gary was that the ability to sell, not just gift, but sell your VCon access is likely, and it is just tricky. So clearly they heard the feedback from the community. They're working on a mechanism to safely and securely do that, which I know is a lot of good news for people in the UK and Australia and other countries who are dealing with travel restrictions due to COVID. Next, regarding version 2 VeeFriends, Gary was unwilling to confirm that version 1 will be on any kind of quote unquote whitelist, but he said that both version 1 and Book Games tokens will have distinct advantages for getting a V2. In the last week, he suggested that it will be hard to get into version 2, and said in the Q&A that he anticipates it will sell out basically immediately in seconds or minutes. And that version 1 will have an advantage and Book Games will have a separate kind of advantage. If you are unfamiliar with what's going on with Book Games, I have good news for you. I created a blog post that is linked in my Yat bio link on Twitter and Instagram that breaks down what we know so far. Still, the mechanics of how the game is played is unclear, but what we think we know is that through combining different Book Games tokens and using an on-chain burning mechanism, Book Games holders will be able to unlock a variety of utility, access, and rewards. So that may be a free mint of version 2. I'm starting to think that means there's an actual VeeFriend version 1 that is available with the right combination of tokens. This is a high supply collectible with 100,000 or more tokens in circulation, dropping at the end of December or beginning of January for those who qualified through the book sales promotion. Another important thing to know that just broke this week is Gary dropped a link to tokentrove.com, tokentrove.com. And this is a marketplace on Immutable X. I was telling you that Immutable X seemed like the likely candidate for which layer 2 book games will be on, because just in a practical sense, the Ethereum cost of gas in airdropping over 100,000 tokens completely destroys their margin. So it makes sense for this to be on a version 2. And Gary dropped this link once, and then the second time said, get educated on this tool. So I highly suggest you go to Token Trove, connect your wallet. In order to exchange there, you have to bridge ETH into immutable ETH. There is an initiation fee in gas. It wasn't too costly, less than 0.01. I've been playing around with it a little bit, sort of looking at the collections. It's a very new tool. I think in total, there are 35 collections currently on Token Trove and trading on Immutable X. And there's IMX Punks and Apes and Toads and other video game, like gamified collections. Definitely a lot to research there, and I would suggest getting educated on it early. The last thing to know from the Q&A, which is sort of interesting, is the VDAO that KCCO Eric and CJ Cohen and I are building to sweep the VFriends floor got a shout out during the Q&A, which was really fun. And Gary said that multiple DAOs have reached out to him and that he has been avoiding those meetings to try to give us a advantage, and actually said that he loves us and he wants us to be the ones to do that. He later reiterated it in the Discord, and this is the message for you. He is afraid that the floor is going to disappear soon, and wrote that 5 separate DAOs have said that they are going to sweep the floor. So it's not a matter of if, but when. Obviously, VDAO is working as fast as we can to get the jump on that. But it seems that there are other group efforts. And if you are on the fence about buying a VFriend 1 and you have the funds, obviously do your own research. Please don't spend money you can't afford to lose. Learn about the space before making such a big investment. But the window is closing, it seems. And another indication of that is Gary tweeted this week that his white glove service that he is doing with Adam Rips is coming to a close. So if you're in the market for a VFriend 1, you can contact Adam Rips, ADAMRIPPS, on Twitter, and he will set up a video call with you, walk you through the process, and possibly Gary V will also join to give you a little insight on value buys, either in rarity or via character. That opportunity is coming to a close. So if you are interested, now is the time to strike. Moving on, we had book day yesterday, November 30th, the 12.5 book, Leveraging the Emotional Ingredients for Business Success, released worldwide. And that also meant that the audiobook was released. I know a lot of people just burned through the entire thing listening to that. If you bought the book, I highly recommend the audiobook as well. Gary does a lot of improv moments, adding context, adding flair in the recording. He is the one who reads it, and it was very enjoyable to watch or to listen to. On that note, a lot of people have excess books that they don't need and are looking to give away to people who are less fortunate, to youth groups, to schools, to churches, libraries, chambers of commerce, all of the rest. If you need an idea, go to Twitter. There's a lot of people talking about it. Gary has been retweeting a lot of people offering books in different parts of the world. But even more exciting, as a thank you for those who are making extra effort to go and give away these books for free, Gary has offered a go giveaway of 2 epic VFriends. So the exact details of this are still pending. He teased it in the Empathy Wines announcement, and we're waiting for like what hashtag to use or whatever. What we know is that there are 2 epic VFriends on the table, and that the way to receive them is by being creative and effective in the way that you give away your books. And you must share the story on Twitter or use Twitter as your mechanism for the giveaway. So participate in that if you have books to give. On the book note, I know a lot of people are still waiting for their shipment or are having issues. Specifically, Barnes & Noble has been notorious in the last 2 weeks for canceling orders. If your order was canceled by the retailer, Barnes & Noble or otherwise, please go to garyvee.com/book. Scroll down below the India FAQs and you will find a link to the troubleshooting form. Fill out that form before you reorder your books. The team is manually working through those and following up with people, so please be patient. But it's important that your new order is tied to your original order to make sure that you still qualify for your airdrop. Again, the airdrop of those book games tokens is coming at late December, possibly the first week of January. If you're in a position where your wallet was compromised or you want to change the address that they're airdropped to, fear not. There will be another opportunity to give the team your wallet address. It seems there's going to be a one-time sign-in link, and whatever wallet you connect through that forum, either through Token Trove or vfriends.com or otherwise, the wallet that you connect is where the tokens will show up. I'm not going to go too much deeper on book games and the things we think we know, because I've talked about it a lot on the podcast recently. But please do check out the blog in my bio link if you want some of that. There's a deep dive on the podcast a few episodes back. And this is what Gary recently said when he confirmed that there is a burning mechanism. He said, it's built to address the volume. Many will burn, many will trade, many will be more valuable in the future. It's meant to burn a hole of regret to those who are paper hands. And yesterday he posted a playful sort of sports competitive type video saying that it is his new stated goal to destroy paper hands on version 1, paper hands on book games, paper hands on Twitter. Paper hands will fall. So having a lot of fun with that. And another sort of cryptic thing, Gary came into the Discord and dropped the date 12/17. So with the initial airdrop date being 12/15, it's tempting to think this is the book games drop, but I think it's something else. I think probably a brand collaboration is going to be announced on 12/17, but I couldn't find any specifics on what that is just yet. Speaking of upcoming announcements, a couple months ago, Gary said like super hint regarding the perfect Persian cat and then said nothing else, and confirmed recently that that hint will play out in January. So if you're a perfect Persian cat, your time to shine is coming soon. I see a lot of questions about what is the Gift Goat gift and when is it coming. We don't know yet. I haven't seen anybody post that they've received it. I haven't seen any airdrops land in Gift Goat's wallet. If you're a Gift Goat watching this, please correct me. But Gary did say that it is dropping today. It's still early, about not even 1 p.m. Eastern time. I think probably by 8 or 9 p.m., the end of the mail delivery, we will know what's going on with Gift Goats, and I will report it to you in the next show. On that note, I do have one more little bit of alpha for you about Recur, which is a brand and NFT platform that is launching soon that Gary has shared with the Discord. Before that, thank you MSU Pace for confirming Gift Goats have not yet been received. I want to let you know that we're going to take a short break on the podcast. I am traveling for 3.5 days with my fiance to Dublin for her birthday. If you're reading this and you're in Dublin, would love to meet you, share a Guinness, and see the city together. I will be available sometimes, but I'm going to make an effort to be offline. So please be patient with me if you have questions or what have you. As far as keeping up to date over the next few days, I will do my best to post on Instagram, but don't expect it on the podcast and Twitter for that matter. Okay. Last but certainly not least, we have Recur. And this is a Discord that Gary dropped in the VeeFriends Discord weeks ago. And their stated goal is actually to onboard millions of people into the NFT space. So here's what you need to know. Their mint is opening on December 9th. It will be an open mint of a Recur pass for $300, and you can mint up to 1,000 of them. So Play your strategy how you feel. But what's so exciting about this is they have some of the world's biggest names in film, TV, and sports, and the IP is locked in for that. So we're talking about Hello Kitty, Rugrats, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Godfather, Star Trek, several sports teams, and that's just their phase one. So I don't know for sure if this Recur Pass is a free mint or if it is a discount or if you just need a Recur Pass to mint at all. But the Recur Pass is the only way to access the IP from these. I think this is going to be really exciting and make NFTs make sense for a lot of people. Because these are huge global nostalgic brands that are going to help them onboard these millions of people. And the only way to get them is with these passes. So not financial advice. There is rarity built in. I'm planning to mint at least one, hopefully 3 if I can pay my credit cards in time. And today you can act by reserving your username. So that's really the news of the day. If you go to pass.recurforever.com, I'll put the link in the description, the show notes. But it's pass.recur, RECUR forever.com. And you can sign up and reserve your username. So within their marketplace, starting as of yesterday, you can reserve your username. And I think it's going to be a big win for a lot of people. Just looking at my notes, the Empathy Wines by VeeFriends collaboration did sell out. They will be shipping out on December 9th and are expecting to have them arrive before the holidays. Reminder that today at 3 p.m. is the 1:37 p.m. Launch of 25 Days of POAP. I imagine the first secret word, the POAP today, will be released there. So if you want to participate, don't miss it. Check out the blog. I think that's the scoop. I'm gonna pause the recording, check the comments, see if there's anything I missed, and then we'll wrap up. Nice 20-minute podcast, not bad. Weekly VeeCap intro. Okay. I know there's several places to check comments. So I'm going to Twitch first. Killed it. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Now I'm going to Discord for the voice channel text. No comments. Okay. It's all you, Instagram. What did I miss? Clubhouse, I will come back to you after I end the Instagram stream. I can't believe we're broadcasting on so many places. Current plan is for each gift go to get an airdrop and physical gift each time. That's correct. Immutable X is a layer 2 on Ethereum. What do I think the gift goat will be? No idea. If they get a literal goat, I will laugh. Did the team ever confirm how they are handling returns in terms of airdrop? Grant, what do you mean? Do you mean for people who buy the books, get the airdrop and return the books? I don't know. I don't think that they've addressed that specifically, but Gary said in his announcement that those people will get karma. I think that's basically how they're going to handle it. It's kind of a dick move. Yes, I talked about gift goats. Thank you for the safe travels. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Any idea on how Recur is different to Veev? I don't know. Different brands, different marketplace, maybe different currencies. I don't know. You're welcome. Yeah, drop me a line about Dublin. That'd be awesome. What was the wallet website for book NFTs? Tokentrove.com. TOKENTROVE.com. Okay, let's wrap up this show. Weekly VeeCap. 11:24 to 12:1. Okay. That's the show, folks. Thank you so much for listening, as always. If you want to support the work that I'm doing here, I have a tip jar linked in my bio link. Otherwise, your time and attention is greatly appreciated. Please do let me know what you thought of today's episode on Twitter at JeremyKnowsVF or on Instagram at wannabeaVFriend. Share the episode and all the rest. If you want to get involved in the project we're launching, VDAO, the Discord link is discord.gg/VEEDAO, or you can find the link in my bio. Book Games article. If you have any ideas for other blog type articles that you think would be helpful, please do let me know. As more information comes out, I plan to update that Book Games. I'm working on one for version 2, but maybe you want one on access tokens or gift goats or even just NFT 101 stuff. If you have any ideas for that, I'm very open to it. It was fun to make. So with that, thank you again for listening. My name is Jeremy, and this was the weekly VeeCap, all the news and updates from VeeFriends from November 24th to December 1st here at the Jeremy Knows podcast. And I will see you the day after, the day after, the day after, the day after tomorrow. Have a good one. Wow. That was a show. I felt good about that one. A lot of momentum. Okay, Instagram. I'm going to check out and check in with Clubhouse. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Wow. Okay, did Clubhouse work? I see some folks in Clubhouse. Did I assume you were able to hear all that? I'm still connected. That's really cool. I'm going to come back to Discord in a second. Clubhouse, if you have any questions, please DM them to me. I'm gonna log out of here, end the recording, and head over to the VDAO Discord. Feel free to join me there. Much love, and thanks for being here. Bye-bye. Okay. Coming back to Discord. Is anybody listening? Oh, 22 people in the room. What's good, everybody? If anybody has questions, I really like doing this, having a little Q&A or chit chat in this stage after the fact. So I'm still streaming on Twitch, and I can actually add you all here. So yeah, come on up. If anybody wants to ask a question or follow up, please raise your hand. Otherwise, I'm going to post this podcast. Hey, Chris.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well. It's going well.
I just connected to the token trove and it said, do you want to create a immutable X account? And I did it. It didn't charge me anything. Am I missing something on that charge you talked about?
It's when you bridge Ethereum onto IMX.
Where do you do? I mean, I connected it, but it's not really showing me or telling me how to do that or where that is.
Yeah, here, let me, can I share a screen here? Maybe not. No, I guess not. So what you do is, let me go to Token Trove. Where is it? So from Token Trove, in the top right corner, it shows you how much ETH you have in your wallet. And if you click on it, it shows you your balances. And you can hit deposit and select how much ETH to bridge over. And when you do deposit, I'm going through it now. It should call up a transaction. Oh, it's going kind of slow. But that was when I think I had to pay once to initialize and then again gas to get it over.
Do we need that for transferring book game tokens, or is it something he's going to just tell us at that time?
I haven't done a transfer yet, but I did do a purchase and there was no gas fee. So I think for transferring, you're good. But if you want to buy book game tokens, you're going to need your ETH on the immutable ETH. Yeah, it says here, in order to spend ETH on immutable X, you must first deposit it into immutable X. The immutable ETH can be withdrawn back to ETH at any time. And so there was a deposit fee. I imagine that deposit fee shows up each time. I'm not 100% sure. It's my deposit is loading right now.
And then when I slide that bar over, it's like it starts high on the left and goes to negative 0.0002 ETH, gives me 0.07 ETH or immutable ETH. I thought that was weird.
Oh yeah, it's Yeah, you're right. The bar all the way on the left is your total balance. All the way to the right is less. So it sort of defaults for you to transfer all your ETH, and you have to show how much you want. But it's not going through for me right now. I don't know. Maybe they're having a network issue.
Can I ask a question, Jeremy?
Yeah, what's up?
So this token, how does it work? A token is just like any other token where there's a value attached to it.
No, it's ETH.
But you're talking about using what what's the site called?
Tokentrove.com. TOKEN. Yeah.
So Token Trove uses just regular ETH, but there's no gas fees.
It's not regular ETH. It's immutable ETH.
Right. So immutable ETH is sort of like, I guess, wrapped ETH, its own version.
Basically, yes.
So it's not its own token.
I'm presuming not. Let me check.
I'm just wondering if it's traded one for one or if it has its own separate value, because I'm just wondering as a general question, if it doesn't, if you're going to have 100, 200,000 people trying to acquire this token, I'm wondering if the value of this token is going to increase.
No, this is my understanding. I'm looking it up. IMTBL. Yeah, it's not a token. It's the same as Polygon ETH on OpenSea. It is ETH, but it's been bridged onto a separate blockchain with immutable. That's partly accurate. So the way that immutable works is it is a layer 2 that uses layer 1 verification. So instead of running minor transactions to verify the next block, it verifies the block by verifying previously verified blocks. It's sort of a bit of a circular process, but that allows them to not have gas fees and not have a separate layer 2 verification, but still verify on layer 1. So what you're doing is the same way when you bridge ETH to Polygon to buy tokens in Polygon ETH on OpenSea, you're bridging to immutable ETH, 1-to-1. Your ETH is ETH. It accrues value or loses it the same way ETH does. You just have to pay to bridge it back and forth.
Got it. So in essence, people would probably want to bridge their tokens in their wallet before the tokens get dropped.
I think so. I bridged just a bit to consider, like I was researching a few of their collections.
How was that process?
It was easy. I mean, you just hit deposit and select how much. So I bridged over 0.2 ETH. I bought an IMX ape, but like I don't feel like I did a little bit of research on them. They're doing some
you
stuff.
sound like you have buyer's remorse.
Well, it's not that I buyers. I mean, I just bought it. It was 0.02. So like I wanted to buy it to see if there were any gas fees or if they were just low, and there were no gas fees, which is cool. Yeah, Token Trove is not working for me right now. I think maybe. There we go. I had to do a hard refresh.
My 2 cents would be to move over as minimal as possible, which for me was right now was 0.02. And then set your max GUI fee to like 65 or 70. So it might take 24 hours to roll through, and then you could, only pay like $40 in gas. But if everyone waits, then there's going to be a gas war to convert and link. Yes,
good call.
And you have to pay gas every time you transfer over, correct?
I think so. Yep.
So it's your best interest that you do a bulk transfer in that one time versus a lot of mini transfers.
Well, I think it's in your best interest to have a budget for how much you want to spend on book games and then transfer that much.
Correct. Same thing.
I'm only selling book games.
There you go.
Yeah, we saw you're selling them for what, 0.5 ETH, I think was your offer.
Yeah, well, I got a couple people, so we'll see. I don't know if it's dumb or smart, but I got extra books for that case and that reason, so we'll see.
I think it's smart because I think there will be people who are quote unquote paper handing under 0.5 ETH. So as you see what they are, you can, roll those profits into more tokens if you want.
I just want to confirm you have people that have committed to paying half an ETH for a token.
Oh yeah, I started out at 0.25. I will mail you the 12 books at 12 books and the NFT, and so I think a guy initially bought two of those, and then I went to 0.35 to see one guy did that. I went 0.45, one guy did that, and then I've got like three people messaging me now at 0.5, and people are I think going a little crazy, like, oh, you only paid this. Well, the problem is, if you're wanting the books, I'm paying the book shipping. I don't even know what transfer fees will be to get the NFT to you, and no one can buy them. So if you got 8 and you need 9, you're going to go in that market and buy it. So I don't know what they'll be. And if he does a hidden, I don't know what they call that, but where no one knows what the NFT is, I'm still transferring it to you the day they hit my wallet. So I could be transferring you a free VFriend 1. I don't know. So who knows? I don't know either. I could be the dumbest thing I've done or the smartest thing I've done.
Yeah, I think that
So do you think
transfer
it's
fees
up?
will be 0. I'm pretty sure that they'll be 0.
And this was done like a week or two ago, so I haven't really pushed for it really too much because the more I hear about it, the more I might want to keep them. So yeah, it's kind of like a rock and a hard place. I did the initial sell just to cover the $3,000 increased price from Barnes and Noble versus Amazon, because I was going to cancel the order, and then Truth on here was like, "Why don't you just sell a couple of sets to cover that increased cost?" And so I sold 2 sets immediately and covered that cost.
Shout out to Truth.
Woo-woo.
Shout out to Truth. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, what's interesting about this platform is it doesn't have nearly as much information as OpenSea does. Like, I can't link back to the wallet that's holding these the same way, and like the collections on here all seem a little superficial. Like there's punks and kongs and bears and apes, and I'm like, why? Like, what is the originality of this? But it's just basically that they are on the platform. And like, it works. Like when I looked at like 7 or 8 of these collections, and I ultimately bought the apes because I was like, well, at least they're riding on the back. Like they look like Bored Apes, but they're pixelized more, and they have different sets of traits. They have some of the same and different traits as well. So like, yeah, I'm interested to see. And the fact that they are on this, well, we don't know that they're on this platform, but the fact that we think they are makes me feel like there might be another layer, like another UI, where you actually interact with the tokens, but I'm not sure.
Jerry.
What?
I have some alpha, but I'll share for you in a second.
Oh, well, that's not fair. Like, I'll show you. Like, this is I bought an ape with a bowler because I was like, that feels like a good idea. Where should I put it in the voice channel section? And now I'm looking at this ape because I'm like, well, if this ever does take off, this is a good one. But at the same time, I'm like, is this just blowing money? Like 0.05 ETH is a lot actually to me. So, but I'm trying to learn. Anyway, what's your alpha? You're going to tell me, but you're not going to tell the rest of the people? You want to DM me? What's up?
Yeah, go to your.
Okay, I'm in my DM. What Cohen doesn't know is that I'm broadcasting my DMs on Twitch. You know? No. How do you know? People in the room right now, if I was in the audience right now, I'd be pissed. Cohen, how do you know? You don't have to tell us. What the hell? Now I'm mad. People are like, what are you mad about? Okay, well, I feel like that shouldn't be shared, unfortunately. People are going to be like, what happened to transparency? Eric just DM'd me. So just to bring everybody in, Cohen just DM me that he knows what the first gift is. But like, I don't want to spoil the surprise for everybody. And I'm also like, how do you know? Are you DMing Gary and you're not telling us? How would you possibly know? All right. Cohen's not going to give it up, is what it is. That was a fun tease. Thanks, CJ. Anyway, anybody else have comments or questions? I have to actually get packing and go. Going once. Going twice. Gone. Cool. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I'm going to post the podcast in just a moment, and I'll see you in a few days. I'm sure I won't be completely unavailable, but I will be largely unavailable for the next 3 or 4 days. Good stuff. Talk soon. Thanks for being here. All right, Twitch. 9 viewers on Twitch. Let's go. Appreciate everybody who is, and 1 viewer on YouTube. Nice. That's the show. I know that it's not seamless the way all of this is going down. I'm trying to figure out what is the best way. It is cool that we did a simulcast on YouTube, Twitch, Clubhouse, Instagram, and Discord for the weekly news. But, you know, I either need an API where I can track all the chats in an aggregate way or something. Because, you know, I don't want people to feel like they're not heard. So still working that out, but thank you for being here for the learning and the ebbs and flows. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. I'll see you in a few days, and stay curious. Do something for yourself. Enjoy your week. Be well. Join the Discord. Tell someone you love them. Say hello to an old friend. Be courageous. Be yourself. Offer yourself some grace. Forgive yourself for all the things you could have done that you didn't do. Focus on today. Stay optimistic. Be realistic. Pragmatic. Careful. All of it. Pull from both sides. And yeah, just wishing you well.